Hello, it's Elizabeth here from allthingspaper.com, and today is a little different. I'm not showing you a mini, I'm showing you a tutorial on something that I made for a mini, and I got to thinking that there might be others out there who would like to try to do this, so I thought I would share it with you. What I'm talking about is making little bird's nests. I see them for sale and they look cute, but I don't know, they didn't grab me, the ones that I saw. I guess Prima made them and they were cute, but I wanted to make something different. So I looked online and I couldn't find anything, and I looked on YouTube and I found one item and I tried it, but it just didn't work for me. And first I'm going to show you my rejects, what worked, what didn't work. The first thing I tried was using twine, and it's a thick twine but thinner than I should have used, and obviously it's just silly. I glued it all together with glossy accents, and I thought maybe that I could make it dimensional by pushing it in once it was dry, but it doesn't push in, so I ended up with a flat disc, which on its own might be good for something else, but not for a bird's nest. So that was my first try. No go. The next thing I tried was yarn. Now this looks pretty good, but it's still not what I was looking for. For one thing, it's too dark, and the other thing is it's a little too squishy. It really isn't that firm, and what I used on it was that product called Stiffy, which is stiffens fabric, but not so good on the yarn. And here I wanted to show you with the eggs in it. It's not bad, but it's really not quite right. See how it flattens out right away, which if it were in a book it wouldn't really then work. It would look kind of silly. So again, that is a no-go. On to number 3. I'm getting there, but not quite. This is rolled paper. What I did is I took some paper that I had. It was decorative paper that had black, it was a craft paper that had a black printing on it, and I thought that might work well, so I rolled it up and glued it all together, and this is my end result. Again, it's not bad, but the glue kind of makes it shiny, and it's also kind of yucky sticky, which in a book it wouldn't look or work well, because I have a feeling things would stick to it. So here the look is okay, but like I said, it's kind of sticky and it's not going to work for me. So no, not good. So that was my number 3. So on to what I think is going to work. This one I made and I'm pretty happy with it. And here is one of them finished. And again, this is for a mini album, photo album kind of thing. Here are some eggs in it, and I think this is looking pretty good. I like how it winds. It's firm. It's not going to fall apart, and when I put something down on it, like another page cover, it's going to spring back. Well, actually it doesn't really even move. So I think this is it. So I'll show you how I made it and what I used. I went to Michael's and I found this, and using a coupon, it was very reasonable. This was the packaging. It's called Naturally Wired, different languages, and it's 50 feet, and I paid after my coupon a couple of bucks. So this was the packaging, and I got it in the floral section. So what I did is I cut off a piece 18 inches long, and here's my cut piece. Now the ends started to unravel. There's wire in here in the inside that's wrapped. The wire is wrapped with this, I don't know, hemp or whatever this is, this natural product. And so what I did is I took the ends and I dipped them in my Golden's matte medium. Just dipped it right in, and then I went like this and smoothed it off. Did it on both ends and let it dry. So this is my now ready to go piece that's already been dipped. So what I did is pretty easy. I used a pair of these. These are those round nose jewelry pliers. which I happen to have. So what I did is holding on the end, and I just started to turn the wire around tightly around the beginning, just towards the beginning to get it going. And then I slip the pliers out, and now I can just continue with my hand. And it's pretty stiff, this stuff. It really, it's strong, I'll put it that way. And I just go all the way around, bending and turning. And you see there's little spaces, but that's okay in the end. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a bird's nest, for goodness sakes. It's not a work of art. And just keep going. And then at the end, what I do is I just sort of push it in a little bit, tighten it up. But you have to wiggle it and work with it. It's not an exact science. And then at the very end here, I tuck this edge in like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue, a clear drying glue, right here, and let it dry. And before I glue it, though, what I'm going to do is I'll work this in a little better so that it's a little tighter around before I actually glue it, so that it looks more like a bird's nest. You get the idea. Then once it's all dry, then I will take my little bird's nest eggs and put them in, and I'll glue these in. And before I glue them in, I'll show you what I did. These, by the way, I made with paper clay. Tiny little eggs with paper clay. Once they dried, I painted them with Simple Craft robin's egg blue color. A couple of coats because they were the white showed through. Then they dried, and then once they were completely dried, I went over each egg with a micron sepia colored magic marker to put little dots on it. And here is the final result. Can you see that? I don't know, can you see the little brown spots? Now this is one of them glued right into the book that I was making. I wanted a bird's nest, and I finally think I made one. So I wanted to share this with you. I hope this helps you. By the way, this is a mini I'll be showing you. I just finished. It's called When Time Began in a Garden. It's a photo album, scrapbook. And you gotta have a bird's nest in a garden album, right? So that's it. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I'm always available at allthingspaper.com or allthingspaper.blogspot.com. And have a great day, and stay, I don't know about you, but stay cool. Up here, I live in New York, and it is 92 degrees today. So I am in the air conditioning. Take care.